Hey Cap, Brian in chat, says Turbo. What's up, Turbo? What's up, Cap? Thanks for the blessing in the comments, man. We're about ready to have a great show for y'all tonight, man. I'm excited to be back with y'all. I know I'm a little late, but this is tax season, so I will appreciate your forgiveness and patience with me as I get through this season and probably have and my tax stuff was supposed to be done this weekend and wasn't. So, yeah, got to have that fun today. And get to have more of it tomorrow. Oh, it's great. All the joys of life and business ownership, the parts they don't tell you about. This is the part that Instagram doesn't prepare you for if that's where you got the idea to become an entrepreneur. You know, let's come on camera. Let's get a show started. We don't need this timer anymore. We're here, y'all. Aha! Yeah, let's turn the game music on too. But let's also turn the game music down a taste so my man Stan can be our background jazz lounge music for us. Music brought to you tonight by my main man Substantial. Definitely go check out his music. You will not be disappointed. And welcome back to Game Therapy, everybody. Thanks for being here. Got a great topic tonight. I'll unleash that on you here shortly. The topic for tonight is going to be a little bit different than the title, although I will go into what I mean by the title of the video. It's something I was thinking about in the shower today, actually. So tonight's title is actually brought to you by Shower Thoughts. Shower Thoughts. I don't know what those are, but when we figure it out, we'll let you know. Alright, I thought I killed everybody at this tower. Apparently, that is not what took place. So I've got to run back up in a tower and shoot people I've already shat. Is it is the past tense of shooting people shatting people? No, that's shitting. Shitting and shatting. Shotting? Hey, homie. What's up? I already killed you once, bro. Why are you still up here? Oh, wow, I got up there before he got the reinforcements? Oh, I shot the other dude. Wow, that actually worked. I thought those windows were bulletproof. And I know there's a sniper up here unless my team already took care of business, which of course they did not. Can't count on them for much of anything in this game, but I can walk the hell up a target myself, can I? Yes, indeed I can. It's Don Cheeto's plan. We hold the beats in the palm of our hand, a freestyle for your mans and them. The plans in them. Get it going, them stands is them. We rock hard from the streets to LMNOP to the style we done rocked. They done did it. They don't want to go and get it. Anyway, so we'll talk a little bit about what I mean by saying that game developers are like pro football players. That's my shower thoughts. But I do have a separate topic that I want to involve all of you in tonight, because tonight's topic, as every show, is about you. It's about you and where you're going and how you're doing and how we help you get there maybe a little faster. And certainly a lot healthier and a whole hell of a lot damn happier. Like, do you guys, like, all of you have a dream, right? And if you don't, please leave and come back once you do. Otherwise, I'm going to be a very annoying person to listen to. But it's like, can we get you to your dream and have you alive, healthy, and happy when you get there? Because I'll tell you, I've worked with a lot of people who have achieved their dreams. And I'll tell you, some of them are not alive anymore, unfortunately. And some of them are tortured. And it makes you wonder, like, damn. Is that the price of the dream? The answer is no. Doesn't have to be. But can we get you there? Like, can we get you to a place where you get to have your dreams and also have enough life left in the tank and healthy psychology to enjoy the damn dream while you get there? Because that's my story, right? I got to a lot of my dreams very early in life. So I was fortunate enough to get a lot of the things I wanted out of this game at young ages. You know? So I get to enjoy this ride. And I want that for everybody else too. So, we'll talk about that. Which is going to be the topic for tonight, but that's not the question. I will come back to you with the question. Tonight's mission here in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, for those of you that care about the game part of Game Therapy. Ghost Recon Wildlands, it's your main man, BC, the Brain Supreme, the sexiest man in Aurora, a.k.a. that's me. Look how sexy I am. You don't want to be sexier than that. They'll kill you. If you're sexier than that, everybody's going to want you. Even the pretty people are going to want you dead when you look this good. Brad Pitt's watching this like, fuck this guy. I hate this dude, man. Fuck him. And then me and Brad going to do a movie together. He just doesn't know it yet. But We'll get into that. We'll have some therapy. The real first question of the night is how the heck is everybody doing since when was the last time we hung out? Was it the hangout with Miko on Sunday? Is that the last time we got together and chilled? Let's zoom in a little bit so we get them headshots rolling. Got to aim a little high, Air Force right here, because I'm going to try to get a headshot from distance. Woo! But that bullet's going to drop sooner than I want it to. Yes, sweet Jesus, get up. Blow the helmet off, then take the headshot, baby. We got you. We got you. We got you. What's up, dog? Listen, we all gonna be friends out here if you just stop shooting at people. You know that? Look at that. Had to shoot high, still got the headshot. They don't want to see me out here with these ballistic skills. Like, you can't be this ballistically talented and this pretty. I need to make my character uglier because he looks too much like me. Can't have the world knowing how pretty I am. That's why I wear all these costumes. To hide my true beauty. Anyway, my stupidity aside, how's everybody doing tonight? We got Caps in the house, Turbo's in the house, Clem's in the house. 3 minutes, cool, gives me time to get my iPad. What up? Hunter's in the house. Turbo says it was a big day for me. Uh-oh. Turbo's got news, y'all. Let's hear it, Turb. What was your big news today? What was your big day about? As I drink the remnants of my... Oh, shit! Over here. Did I just shoot a grenade? That was an accident. I was drinking water. Be cool. My water resupply up here. I just took it straight to the head instead of pouring it in my cup like I usually do. My bad, y'all. That grenade was an accident. Be cool, all right? Don't be dead now. And if you did, sorry. All right, let me turn the game music up a little bit so I can at least hear the people talking. In fact, that's what we're going to do. Let's turn, as much as I love the soundtrack to this video game, I love the soundtrack to substantially even better. So what we're going to do is be confused because these menus have way too much going on because I get that they're trying to bring the PC experience to this, and I appreciate that. I really do. It does make some of this a lot easier, but some of it, y'all, at ease. Get that music down so we can hear my man stand. Can you guys hear the soundtrack that's playing? Like the actual music, not the game music? Because I try to keep everything a little bit low because, you know, the mood around here is kind of loungy, man. We're not trying to holler and scream at people, except for when I'm competitively angry at these games. Then there will be, you know, the gnashing of teeth. But for the most part, we're trying to chill and enjoy each other's company. Turbo says, your music is really soft. Well, that answered my question. Thanks, Turbo. It is supposed to be very soft, but maybe not so soft that you can't hear it. I do want it to be heard. So especially because the music I'm playing tonight is it's not just an artist whom I love, their music. It's a human being whom I've had the pleasure of working with, hanging with, hell, collaborating with, being at shows together. He's a dear friend. It's a person whom I love a great deal, and because he's one of the few artists that you guys are ever going to meet that is a real person who actually cares about people and makes music for the purpose of improving. Not, you know, obviously he wants people to have fun and have a good time, but his message is very much that of improving the human condition, you know? And it's like the first song I ever got from him was this song called Think Different. And it struck me because it was when I first got into anime, which is where most people get introduced to Stan. He's huge in Japan and he's huge in anime culture. But I didn't know anything about those cultures, man. I'm a football player. I didn't know jack about this stuff. I mean, I was a nerd growing up too, but I was a younger nerd. Like, nerds were really into stuff. Like, anime didn't really exist when I was a kid. But anyway, so I heard this song, Think Different. It was actually my MySpace page song for years. And I was like, one of these days, I want to work with a dude like this. And then I talked that out, and I guess it manifested. And even to this day, we'll still, usually at least once a year, try to get on the phone. Be like, yo, what's up? What are you working on? What can I help you with? Blah, blah, blah. But the music is his music. I highly suggest, I think there is a link in the comments where you can go download this playlist and add it to your Spotify. Highly recommend it. And I am also, just so you guys know, like, I am a huge proponent. I joke around, I laugh, I say horrible things for the purpose of sarcasm and humor. But I'll tell you, there is one scripture that I very, very, very vehemently live by. And it's to take every thought captive to the obedience of Jesus Christ. And it's more of a metaphor than a literal statement. Unfortunately, people try to take very weirdly written English literally. What that scripture means is guard what the hell makes it into your head. The music I listen to, the stuff I watch is all centered around making sure the central message is making me a stronger, better person. Even my entertainment has that baked in. So like for example, there is death metal I won't listen to because I don't want to be depressed like the people that music is made for. Right? So, that's just an example. But my point is, like, if I'm suggesting something for you to listen to, there's a good chance there's something positive behind it. That's intended not just to make you not just to give you a good time and help you enjoy it, but to also build you up as a human as you're consuming the entertainment. And Stan is one of the extremely few artists I know who give a shit like that. And aren't just out there trying to make whatever some, person will just buy so that they can add. And that's not necessarily true. A lot of artists I meet are fantastic people. But Stan is special. So give his music a listen. Highly recommend it. And see, I can do that endorsement honestly because I'm not being paid to say it. And it is actually someone who not only do I love the human, but I do actually love their music. If I didn't, believe me, I would not be playing it. I do have friends that make music that will not be played on this show. My music won't be played on this show. It's terrible. Terrible compared to how good it should be. Let's say that. All right, who else is here? Let's take some comments. Cap says, nice gun paint, Brian. Yeah, man, thanks, brother. I like this gun paint myself. I gussied her up myself. It's funny because this isn't far off from how I dress. I mean, obviously minus the combat gear. But if you saw me on any given day, this is not terribly different from how except I'd probably be wearing, if I'm at the house, like today I'm wearing pants, but usually I'm wearing basketball shorts. But yeah, like either a long sleeve, something like that, or a t-shirt. That's about the extent of it. I certainly would not color my guns like this because, I'm not planning to play a giant game of paintball one day. Like, I actually want my weapons to remain tactical if they can. And red doesn't blend in with too many things in the real world. Oh man, maybe the perfume section if I had to raid one of those in a department store.
Scanning the area.
Cap says, dream to be a host on ESPN morning shows. Well, Cap, let me please adjust your dream just a little bit and say that you want to be a host of a sports show. Because I'm pretty sure ESPN is dead. I'm pretty sure they're on life support and they're just running out the clock till the lights go out. But I might be wrong about that. I have a disdain for mainstream media, so I really don't pay that much attention to it. But I've heard through the grapevine that ESPN is fucked. So whether or not that's true or not, look it up. But if it is, like what I tell you to do now, bro, don't wait for ESPN. Are you doing sports commentary right now? Because if you're not, get off this show and go start. I don't care if you got to frickin' commentate a frickin' middle school fucking badminton tournament. Get out there. Start recording.
Scanning the location.
We'll get a much better look at him.
There's a whole swarm of them.
Memphis Grizzlies and TSU. Now,
That guy spotted.
that's Tennessee State, right? Not Towson State. I want to make sure I got my TSUs right. Because I actually talked to the coach of Towson State 411 years ago after I'd left the Civil War to go be a football player. That was one of the schools that was looking at me to play. And one of my best friends was playing there at the time. And he was my in. I had no other connections there. He's like, please, coach, let him play. He's like, all right, bring him up here, see if he's dope. Then he can play. I was like, all right, At least the coach is willing to give me a shot. That's all I need is a shot. Because once I touch the field, Chief, I'm killing everybody out here. This is shit. Let a dude who's actually hungry get after a dream, bruh. That's one of my favorite things Seth Rogen ever said about his career. He said he went to go be a stand-up comedian, and then he saw what people who really wanted to be stand-up comedians were like, and he said, nope, I'm not good enough. Or I think his point was, I don't want this badly enough, so I'll just go write movies. We got one on the run. Can y'all get it, or am I going to have to do it? I'm going to have to do it. No worries. Woo! Sorry about that, brother. That seemed unnecessarily harsh.
Let me see what we're up against.
Turbo says, my big day has to do with being brave. All right, let's hear it. Let's hear about the tales of bravery. The tales of Turbo's bravery. Ah, there's our problem, friends. That. We now know why you guys couldn't hear the music. It wasn't the stream, it was the actual device playing the music was not turned up. Interesting. Learn something. Now, is that too loud or are you guys good to go? Because I almost went deaf off of that. Turbo's like, turn it up. I'm like, oh, that up? All right. So yeah, keep giving me sound checks to check in to make sure you guys can hear the music. I want you to hear the music, but I don't want it to be so loud that you have to strain to hear me. Just want it to be background lounging. Oh. I love that parachute trick. The only thing Ghost Recon needs at this point is the daggone the grappling hook that Just Cause has. I know that would make it fake, but it would make it fun. I'd like give the player the option then. They like have realism mode where they can be all anal about being immersed because their life sucks. And then the people who actually like life and just want video games to be icing on the cake, we can just enjoy the fun parts of it. It's a nice mix now. Thank you, Turbo. Appreciate you. Tristan's in the house, and so is Suba. All right, Eric the Gray. All right, I was going to say these people should be coming up outside here soon enough. I blew up the whole damn place. Let's go to work. Oh, you threw a grenade and died. I'm sorry about that, bro. That has to suck. Like his last memory is throwing that grenade. That's terrible. Y'all just going to keep walking up to this funnel, ain't you? Y'all just going to keep on walking up to this funnel. Okay. Give me the killing. All right, there goes my twin. Alright, so I'm not piercing any walls, it would seem. Actually, that one did pierce. Headshots! I love her ability to pull up the people. Gah! This game is too much fun, man. I'm enjoying it too much. Don't tell the gaming gods I'm having fun, guys. Keep it to yourselves. We don't want video games to find out that Chambers actually liked the game. Freaking Congress will probably shut down video games tomorrow if they found out I actually liked one of these things. Like, what? No. None acceptable. He's not allowed to have fun. At least not with video games. He can have all the fun he wants anywhere else. Man, I'm running to these red-ass dots thinking I'm getting into fisticuffs. Ain't no fisticuffs here. What's up, man? Y'all can get up. We're the good guys. If there is a such thing. Jacob B. Purse says, yo, B, I don't know what system you're playing on, but if you ever want to do a duo, I own it on every system. I appreciate that, Jacob. I typically only play multiplayer with friends and family. I appreciate your understanding, good sir. I have flirted with the idea, if I keep doing this show down the road, having, you know, friends of the show come on and play with us, so I won't rule it out. But for now, I keep it close, tight-knit circle, because I don't like having to manage other humans while managing a show. Not that I would have to manage it, but you know what I'm saying, brother. Let's go ahead and get our stuff. Ooh, I don't want that, but I will take its valuable pieces. Hey, Jolly's in the house. What's up, man? Oh, yes, dead guy. Come on, dead guy, get up here. We need you, dead guy. You do something useful, dead guy. Shit. Come open this door. Don't just lie there. Oh, dead guy, you don't have one of the key codes. You suck, dead guy. Get out of here. Oh, and I think I was checking on one of the YouTube videos. I'm pretty sure the last time I did Stan's music, my YouTube got claimed, which I think is awesome. It means Stan's getting all the revenue. Like, I was like, oh, if this video gets 1 million views and that dude gets a damn Nike deal out of it. Just go nuts. Claim all you want, bro. Like, we'll use YouTube against itself. Super says, sad tidings here. One of your pets passed today. Her name was Hazmat. One of your most beautiful tarantulas. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Damn. That's no bueno. We mourn with you, brother. Alright, so how did I do this? I don't remember how I got in this mofo. I don't know how to get out of here. Uh-oh, how do we get up out of here? I don't know, ho, show me the way. I need to get up out of here, but wait a minute, there's money up in here, ho. Show me where is the cash. I want it. Don't make me bust you in your ass. You better have my money on time. I'm pretty sure these aren't the lyrics to the original song. Pretty sure. Not positive. Too many pimps taking holidays. The hoes ran amok. Give me my money. Oh, how much is it? 2 G's. It should be more. Should be. Ah, the SAG. Yes, sir. Shotgun time, baby. Jacob says, I understand 100%, B, hence why I usually don't play with others myself. Yeah, it wasn't until, well, I guess until Xbox 360 online kind of sucked anyway. But, yeah, like, I made that rule back in the 360 days. Like, I tried doing gaming online, and, like, I don't know, man. People are just childish as shit, and I usually don't have patience for that. Like, I could get along with anybody, but some people are just fucking obnoxious. So, and I usually don't have patience for it. So it's like, I got shit to do, bro. I ain't got time to be listening to these Australian people say nigga. Like, get me off of this shit. Like, is this what y'all do on Saturday because your fucking lives suck? I'm out of here. Peace. Like, I logged in. I tried to play Wildlands once in a match, and it was just a dude who I came in on his rant against Mexican people. I was like, oh, this is... He's like, and you know another thing, god damn it! And they were letting him ride. I was like, wow, this guy really hates Mexico. And he is letting the world know. And nobody was listening to him. It's not like he had an audience. He was just ranting. And I was like, yeah, I don't ever need to play online with anybody. Like, if there's not an IQ test for online play, I'm not going to be there. Okay, so all these people who were lighting up on my map, are they just at a different facility? Is that what I'm to understand here? Was I at the wrong facility for killing? Okay, is this the facility where I can kill these cats? I'm trying to do some more killing. Jolly says, I'm on some time-sensitive stuff. Does anyone here know how to do spreadsheets? Oh, shit, in this crowd? I imagine 75% of the people here do. Aye. Alright, so let's check the time and let's check how many people are here, and then we can get into the meat of the show to show these people how to get it going on. Say what? Bob Ross, hit the rock, baby. Good to see you always. Alright. Suba says, it took years before I started finding people in-game that I'd call friends. But the ones I ended up meeting, I've been friends with. Yeah, so the friends I have met, the few people I've met on these games that are cool, yeah, you tend to stick with them. Like, I mean, a lot of the people on this show, believe it or not, are people I started gaming with before shows and shit started. Ooh, yeah, what ya wanna say, man? Bache ball come true, what ya say, man? Yes, sir. And Subi, you know that better than anybody. I don't know why I'm telling you that. Like, that's not, like, you're not one of them. Oh, man. I'm chuckling at Jolly's statement, given the amount of hours I spent in spreadsheets today doing taxes, doing business tax inventory. Like, good luck, Jolly. I've seen more spreadsheets today than I hope to see in another year. And then good old Rion Mole came up in here dropping bad jokes, like right at the time, like, damn it, man. But he knows I love it secretly. I act like I hate it, but I like knowing that someone gives enough of a fuck about me to want to wake me up with annoyance. That's a human that gets me. All right, let's open this door, dead guy. Yes, dead guy, you did it. Dead guy, we love you, man. I got to kill everybody in this room. We're gonna have a lot of dead guys, ain't we? Come on now. Come on now. Oh, he's throwing some kind of stupid ass grenade. Let's get out of here before it goes off. And then I just come through the other door banging and swanging. That's what I do, ho. You don't know me. Coldest pimp who's ever lived in the alley right here. In the alley, Jesus. You dead. Whoop. Left side, bitch. Left side, strong side, ho. Julius Campbell, bitch. Gary Bertier, ho. Oh, we found Medusa's lab? That's what this is? Hell yeah. His corpse is in the base, we gotta find it. Alright, so let's get into... I need to turn the music down a little bit because it is extremely loud in my ears. Apologies if it's going to make it too quiet for you guys. We'll figure out how to master that. In fact, what I'll need to do is get the music to come from my phone and run my phone through my auxiliary device, and that way I can control 9 different machines at once that all control sound, but can make for a better sound. So, the question I want to ask everybody tonight, so my title was, you know, game developers are like pro football players. And this will play into tonight's question, so I'll be brief. My whole point in saying that was I was in the shower thinking about, you know, what it takes. I was actually thinking about Ray Lewis and the energy it takes to be that competitive, that driven, and that excellent for the amount of time that he was. And when I think about what game developers go through, now on this show I spend a ton of time, you know, clowning what I think are poor design choices, making fun of game designers, but that's all satire and just design. I'm hoping game designers see it and find it funny and don't actually think I'm being serious or take stuff personal. But just knowing from working with game developers, like owners of game development companies and game developers like that are the company, whereas there's like 3 of them, and just the hell that these men and women and others go through. It's freaking... Uh-oh, let's let Nomad talk for a second.
I've gathered more intel on Raven's Rock. Try to give you a clearer picture. They have legit roots in the Russian military, but the coup they staged in 24 branded them as ultra-nationalists and traitors. I was in charge of the operation to put them down, and we thought we got them all. Unfortunately, we were wrong. Pyotr Bukharov is the son of the original founder, Vitaly Bukharov. I'd say revenge is high on their list of priorities. Not to mention, we've learned that Stone promised to help them launch an offensive on their home.
That's how you do it.
They attack the US.
Nice.
They've good incentive to have Stone see this through to the end. I thought you should know.
Copy all.
Roger.
Out here.
Solid copy on all, sir. So just the hell that we were talking about, the hell that game designers and developers and teams go through to make great games. And sometimes I think about Stephen Honders, and if you don't know that name, that is the person. He's not the only person, but he's the main person behind the small studio that made Lumini, which was an independent game that launched on Steam, I think back in 2016 or 17, somewhere in there. And I think he had reached out to me and asked me to play it, you know, the whole let's find some influencers to play our game so it gets out there. And when I saw it, I said, yeah, absolutely. And we actually did a live stream of it on the show where I cried on the show filming that. I don't know if it's still on the internet somewhere. A lot of my stuff I either took down or archived. But like I cried at the ending of that game. It was so good. It's very short too, which I liked. I was like, this game's not terribly late. It was long enough to do a stream, and we were done. And it was, oh god, we don't have to do 40 episodes, right? So like what you may not know about Lumini is a lot of the people working on that game, if I remember the story correctly, and if Steven ever hears this and I'm wrong, please just know that I'm doing the best I can from memory, not intentionally trying to mislead. So it's basically, from what I remember, the team that built that game essentially mortgaged their life to do it. Let's just say it that way. That was the way I read the story. Like refinancing houses to get funding, like not a whole lot of outside investment. A lot of them investing their own capital into making this passion project, which, by the way, was a fantastic game. I think they took it to E3. It did really well. Kind of like, it was like the same era as Fez that really did well, but then everybody hated Phil Fish, so that kind of ended. Which I never fully understood why everybody hated him so bad, other than the world is completely hypersensitive about everything. But I don't know, maybe he punched an old lady in the throat. I don't care. But Steve and the team launched Lumini, and it's received well. Like, critics are like, this is amazing. You know, I played it. But remember, I'm playing it after the game's already on the market. the critics are all playing it at E3 before it comes out, saying this is going to be hype show. This is great, fantastic game. But then, and this is a problem that a lot of video game development studios have, which is they can get hype. You can get marketing for your game, but as any artist who's ever been in the game and made actual money making art will tell you, is exposure is not enough. Like a lot of artists, when they're first starting off, they think their problem is exposure, when your real problem is traction, not exposure. Right? And the reason why you're not getting more exposure is because you lack traction, usually because your craft is not solid enough. Not in these guys' cases. They had all the exposure they needed. But when it came time for people to buy the game, crickets. Nobody showed up for it. Now, I think that's partially because I don't remember a whole lot of storytelling around the game at launch. You know, they probably, I imagine, didn't have a ton of marketing dollars to pay people to do that. I wish it was 2022 and they could have talked to me prior. Like, I would have helped them from the beginning of their game. And, you know, like instead of charging them, I would have said, hey, if the game makes a buck, let me make a buck. I would have just helped them just because I like helping people like that. But anyway, the end of that story is happy. Like their game flops and they all lose that money. But then the story, if you read the article I read that, you know, led down this rabbit trail of getting to meet those people and play their games. It was like, yeah, and we're working on our second game. And when I read that, I was like, oh, this guy's Ray fucking Lewis. Like, you don't get into a market and get shit on the way anybody who starts a business gets shit on, because you will. So I don't know. I would recommend most people don't start businesses. Because if you don't have a ton of emotional resilience, you're going to get murdered. But for them to go through all that hell and then show up, yes, sir, we're ready for round 2. Like, woo, that's a competitive stamina that takes a lot of energy. So I say this to game developers, everybody out there, I want to say, like, despite all my jokes and all the things I do to say you all are the worst people on the planet, I actually have a lot of godly respect for what you all do and the competitive spirit that you have to keep showing up, even though your games either don't sell or get shit on or people don't like them. Like Battlefield 2042, I guarantee you there are thousands of fantastic designers who worked on that game and poured their soul into it. For their publishers and leadership to let a piece of shit go out the door has to be soul crushing. And that's not the designer's fault. You know, the designers bear the brunt of the jokes, right? But that's because we know who they are. You don't get to usually know the billionaire living in the ivory tower that's making the decision for this shit to suck. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say. Leading into the topic for tonight, my question for everybody. What is your dream? I want to hear about that in the comment section. Let's hear it. What's your dream? All right, is this a dead guy situation or am I just need to get up out of here? Yo, dead guy. I need another dead guy. Come on, dead guy. Let's do some things together, baby. It's me and you, dead guy. Oh, we need to, hey, somebody order me a Weekend at Bernie's mannequin that I can put as a mascot on the show, and we're going to call him Dead Guy. That's going to be a character. If the show continues, we'll make a character called Dead Guy. Oh, no, 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 no. Did we kill everything? Home one is gold leader. Yeah, we good. Oh, wait a minute. Is that money? If it ain't money, what is it? Is that just a door? It's letting me know that dead guy. Yeah, okay. Just the door. It's just the door, guys. All out. Dead guy already did his job. Now, this mission I can pretty much say I never did previously playing the game. That's pretty cool. Great to see you too, Tag. Always, brother. Oh, damn, why did I jump down? My helicopter's right here. Alright, helicopters, let's rock. What up, Tag? It's good to see you too. Cap says he's back. Tag says to be the mentor and leader that you always looked up to as a lost young one. That's your dream? And include some of your adult years in there too. Do you, based on the things you tell me about your life, I feel like you're already walking in that. So would you say you are living in your dream? Ethan says, as an art teacher, my dream is to make a lasting impression on as many students as possible. Okay, well, if you're a teacher and you've been a teacher for any length of time, I can tell you, you've already done that. So congratulations, dream accomplished. You can take a nap. You get to relax for the rest of Earth. I may be a little biased. There's a special place in my heart for teachers, man, and I think you guys, ladies and others, are the salt of the earth. Who else is going to volunteer to raise other people's children for them? And make no mistake, that is what school is. It ain't just teaching them arithmetic. You are raising our kids. Because we have a system that requires Americans to not be around their kids for hours at a time to be able to afford having kids. So, thank you. If you haven't heard it from anyone else, you're hearing it here. Arlie says, hey Brian, as a half black, do I have the right to designate someone as an honorary black prep? Well, I'll tell you, I'm 63% African, I think. I don't remember one of them. I've done it a lot as a slightly more than half black. So if it's not allowed, I've been doing it wrong. So go nuts is what I say. Live your dreams, man. Ask for forgiveness, never permission. That's one of my mottos, man. Always ask for forgiveness. Because the people you usually have to ask for permission are stupid. Just do it anyway. Oh, God. Obviously, there's going to be situations where that's not true. But if you ever want to do anything in life that matters, I wouldn't wait on too many people's fucking permission for it. Because we certainly wouldn't have penicillin if our good old Ben Franklin wasn't doing, let's say, less than acceptable experiments in his spare time. But ain't nobody beefing with the fact that he did it now, because your ass can go pick up penicillin at the fucking pet store if you have to. So, I say get in there and have fun. Let's see, Jacob says, my dream, I would like to be what I consider successful on Twitch. Impact lives for the better, including my own. Make it into bigger tech jobs, okay, with a family of your own, and maybe own a family restaurant. Okay, so let's break that one down a little bit. I like this dream. Tell me what successful on Twitch is for you. I'd love to know that. I'm always very curious when people get involved in media, because I did it for so long for a lot of different companies and for my own company. I'm always curious, what drew you to it? What do you think is successful in this space? And that's not I'm not asking you to justify it. I'm asking you to define it. You'll get no pushback or judgment from me on your dreams. I just want to know more about it. And I'll certainly let you know anything I know about having done some of what you're trying to do. I hope you avoid some of those pitfalls that are definitely out there. Why am I flying so high? This is dumb. See, this is what happens when you when you're doing streaming with friends. Instead of focusing on playing the game right, you forget that altitude matters in this game, and you just gonna hop off like this is downtown freaking, Paris. You can't be flying around out here. They will shoot your ass down, bro. And get your ass low. See that drone right there? That could have been a wrap. Although I don't really see any potential SAM launching sites, but it don't mean they ain't out here. So let's get low and loose, baby. Get low and loose. I do really like the fly. I didn't like it at first. That, like, these games have so many surface-to-air missile sites. But then once you get used to it, it's actually a fun little mini game where it's like, all right, I'll do it. Let me see if I can dodge. Let me see if I can dodge this surface-to-air missile that's getting ready to launch, or if I can get low fast enough for them not to detect me. What up, home?
Well, this isn't something you see every day.
No, it is not. In fact, this isn't even something you would have seen yesterday.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean just that. This structure wasn't here yesterday. I'm Alvarez Deschamps. I'm one of the head scientists at Scale. I apply the design theories of Pythagoras to World 2.0. It's my job to make this place feel more real. These pylons, though, they just appeared suddenly and unlike any phenomenon I've ever seen. It doesn't feel natural.
You got any theories about it?
Initially, I thought this was a prank, or the work of the Outcast, or Sentinel Corp. But with all the drones circling the area, I realized that it could be some sort of geolocalization tool, or some mineral storage device. But even so, there's no record of a project like this in our database. So, I hate to admit it, but I'm stumped. Since you're here, think you can help me figure it out?
Listen, if Sentinel's even remotely involved, I think it's worth investigating.
Yeah.
What do you need from me?
Well,
What do
with
you
all
need
the
from
drone
me?
activity nearby, I think using a drone might be the key to unlocking this mystery. They're circling around in very specific positions, and I have to believe there's a reason for it. I don't, however, have access to a drone to find out.
I'll try to find out what the drones are up to, see if we can get to the bottom of this.
Thanks. I feel like I'm being pranked. It's not like the drones are doing this by themselves. Somebody has to be behind this.
Drone operator spotted. Go. Over there. Scan every way. Drone deployed. They don't know we're still here.
Always good to have more firepower.
Spotted one. There. Heads up. Bad guy over there.
Light his ass up.
Willing to engage. I got a hostile over there.
Getting in position.
Ready here.
Got the commander, boss.
Oh, smoke. My bad. Smoke. Smoke.
Target's down. Bad guy
Not
spotted.
shooting.
Boss was too busy looking at this quest line. Wasn't paying attention to the kill command. My bad, team. The boss man was out to lunch. Alright, didn't cost us too much, though. Alrighty. All the bocce ball players need to know, use the drone to look through the pillar. Bocce ball. Watch your guan.
Drones decommissioned.
Bocce ball.
I see one there.
Oh, the neck. Okay, that is a very interesting. Is that it?
There's a shithead over there. I got a hostile over there.
There it is. That's what I need. Like, which one of these damn buttons is the zoom? Ooh, behemoth. Me like the behemoth. They love to play bocce ball with the behemoth. There it is. Damn, look at all these things just popping up like crazy, dog. There's so many little meta mini games built into this game that are actually pretty cool. If you spend the time to get to know the game.
I see one there. Shit, an Azrael. Stay out of sight.
Oh, I'm zoom.
There's a shithead over there. I see one there. We're good. The Azrael's out of range now.
All right. Let's hunker down here, take some comments. Harley says also a realistic dream or a fantastical dream. What's the difference? Pick one. Really, the only difference between a realistic dream and a fantastical one is your level of willpower. So there's really no difference between the two dreams. The difference is one of them probably seems a lot harder for you to attain. But I say go with the fantastical one. Why don't we start big? Tag says, I'm living part of my dream now, but I can become better for others so that I can be a warrior in all facets when needed, not just physical. Dream isn't accomplished yet, but I'm on the path. Okay, cool. Suba says, El Sueño. Kick ass, providing service and value to the world while perfecting the art of being human, becoming Socrates in my twilight years. The dream. I got you, El Sueño. Just remember they killed Socrates at the end of that story. You might want to be Plato or Aristotle. You might, unless you're planning to be martyred, and then enjoy. That's what I always tell people. If you want to be a disciple, everyone's like, oh, you want to be Paul. Like, or picking apostles. It's like, no, you want to be John. You want to be the guy who lived to write the shit down. That's the guy you want to be. That's the guy. Oh, yeah. I told my men before we went to battle, I said, I don't want nobody getting fields named after him. No, like, we had a rule. No fuck. I didn't say fuck back then. But I was like, no heroes. None. No heroes. I don't want anybody getting fields or baseball teams named after them because they did some crazy shit out here. Let's just do our job and go home. Fair enough? They're like, Roger. Good. Get the hell out of here. I said, that hero shit is for somebody else. I was like, do you want to be a hero or you want to come go home and see your wife? Like, which one do you prefer? I said, I'll take home with the wife over hero every time. Boom, 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 boom. Tag says, here's another dream. Learn to give a nice, concise answer without my mouth diarrhea happening and becoming a novel. I don't know about that, bro. I'm going to tell you, I think your feel on that may be a little off. because you've gotten so used to social media trying to force everything to be short. And the reason why everything is short on social media is because the less time we spend telling you shit to piss you off, the more time you can spend buying our shit that we made for the reasons why we pissed you off and scared you so bad. So I think a lot, like, that wasn't diarrhea of the mouth. That was you trying to flesh out an idea. And frankly, one of the things that's frustrating to me about social media is we can't have contextual dialogue. Like, everyone expects you to write all of your thoughts and beliefs down in 140 characters, as if that's enough space to actually flesh out something like a fucking belief. You know what I mean? So I think you're fine. That's not diarrhea of the mouth. That's trying to be clear. And it was concise. It's just not social media concise. But I'll remind you, this is YouTube, not Twitter. Type away, bro. Please. I can use some postings that seem to have been written of higher intelligence. That would be a blessing. Oh no, don't break my helicopter! Oh, stop it. You know, at least they let you do that a little bit longer than they used to. Like in Wildlands, my helicopter would already be dead. Alright, we'll see if that doesn't blow the helicopter up. Could have done a better job, but oh well. What's up, Jedediah? How you living, baby? Shit, we partying. $1,500 bones. Oh, I ain't got the juice yet. Why did it light that up on my map? If I ain't got the juice yet, don't send me here. I don't even know what to call them. Jacob says, successful on Twitch to me would be maintaining a community / viewership of at least 50 to 100 people who can enjoy games with me and talk about our lives, as well as struggles with each other. Okay, cool. How many do you have now? To help each other learn from one another, and I'd like to help those who don't know much about computers. Okay, there you go. As well as encourage each other to help make a positive difference. I like these ideas. You don't need a giant group of people to make a difference, and that's damn sure. In fact, it's almost always smaller groups that infect a bigger whole. It's cool, man. Alright, so Hunter says, what's the brave thing that happened? Well, if to the degree that I was able to keep up with the comments, it looked like Turbo stood her ground with something today, but I don't know if she actually said what it was. So if she did, I missed that part. So I can't fill you in. I just know it sounded like she stood her ground, and it was uncomfortable to do so, but it was the right thing to do, and so now she's feeling the oomph that comes with being strong. This is actually the one I was trying to fly to. Fantastical one is being president of the United States. Oh. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, you got to be chosen to do that. So, probably not going to happen. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a group that probably thinks voting is a thing. Yeah, no. Yeah, go for it. Go be the president, man. Fuck it. You can't be any worse than anybody else who's ever done it, could you? I mean, maybe you could be a little worse. But who cares? That's let me ask you this, Harley. Why in God's literal name would you ever want to be the fuck, like, because I'm gonna be dead set honest and not funny with you. Anybody who tells me they want to be the president, I immediately put you on a list of untrustworthy people. And I'll tell you why I do it. Because in order to want that job, you either have to be incredibly ambitious to the point of wanting to compromise yourself, because you're going to get to that place, you're going to compromise a lot of shit about yourself to be likable enough to get people to vote for you. Because the presidency is always a popularity contest. Don't fool yourself into thinking you're going to be doing it for the fucking right reasons or whatever other reason they told you in the fairy tales they asked you to believe. So anyone that tells me they want to be president or a politician, I immediately put them in the fucking countdown to this person being shady. But I don't think that about you, because I've had more experience with you up to this point to think, okay, maybe he's in the second column of naive. Of why the fuck would you want to be the president? What do you think it is that you're going to do when you get there? Besides lose your goddamn mind when you realize how much you can't actually affect shit. And how much you were being told to fucking do. Despite all that shit you yelled you were going to help people do. And then you're going to get to the end of your presidency, have done very little of it. And then American people are screaming, that guy sucked. And you're trying to, I tried. Why? So my point is, the only type of person who would want that type of job usually wants it because they're empty on the inside and they need the validation of being the fucking president. Now, I'm not saying that's you. I'm just saying I know 4 politicians who I don't think that about. So, slim pickings. And I used to work with politicians, so there you go. But maybe that's what you mean by fantastical, is you couldn't ever, like your real dream is to make change, and you're just saying, I'd be the president, because, when you were a kid, your school teacher taught you that was a good job to have. Like, the rational person would never take that job, no matter how much it paid. And so it's like you either have to be completely psychopathic and want the attention and want people to love you, or you are completely fucking naive about what you're gonna really be able to do when you get there. I don't see going to a job where you're gonna receive that much hate. As I never think a person trying to get that job is selfless ever. I can't see it. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying in my world, the things I've seen in life, in my jaded nature, I can't see it. Doesn't mean I won't. Just means ain't nobody showed it to me in a way where I'm like, oh yeah, I get that. I don't get that. The fuck is it that you really want is what I would ask somebody when they tell me they want to be president. Oh yeah, don't tell the doubt voice to shut the fuck up. It's doing its job. It's balancing you. You're just over listening. It's the voice is always there reminding you, hey, shorten this a little bit. It's just that the anxiety that you felt in that moment was just doing its job to let you know, hey, watch yourself. But you took it to, oh, I need to change. No. What the voice was saying was, hey, when you're doing these things, be mindful. Was what anxiety was trying to tell you, but when it got to the amplified part of your brain that processes it through emotion, I'm making all of this up, by the way. It's a parochial explanation of what's really happening chemically and physiologically in the brain. But when the emotional brain catches up, it amplifies it. And it's like, oh, I'm a terrible human being and everybody hates me. It's like, no, nobody was paying attention. You're all right. It's part of our survival mechanism, man. You're good. Keep killing. Let's see, Tag says, time to go do dad stuff. Go do dad stuff, Tag. Apologies for the short visit. No apologies, man. Any visit with you is a good visit, baby. Enjoy yourself. Jacob says, as of right now, my viewer count that's lasted most of stream is 5. Okay. So that's 5 concurrent, right? Like you've had 5 people on the stream at once, but you've probably had more total people on the stream. Hey, 5 ain't bad for Twitch, man. Okay, so let me ask you this, Jacob. What other type of content are you producing, and where are you producing it to let people know that you have Twitch going on? Because it's pretty well documented, at least from the things that I've seen and from the short time I experimented with Twitch for our brand to see if it was a good fit. Because I actually saw, about 5 years ago, I saw Twitch as a fantastic place to do my podcast. Because I wanted to make my podcast this, like a live show where it's definitely got a theme and some structure, but it's very stream of consciousness. We take comments from the crowd. My original vision for my podcast was more of a show than just, and then the audio would be something we did after the fact. And I loved Twitch because it focused on live content, which I prefer. I hate making pre-recorded shit. I fucking hate it with all my soul. I don't hate editing. I hate recording and doing the takes, and like, cause you're faking. Like, I'm not actually having a conversation with people. I'm having to act through it. And if I'm acting, I want to be acting, not playing myself on a fucking phone. I hate pre-recorded, but live allows me to be myself a lot more. But the challenge with Twitch is it became very apparent, and we're about to get seen here. Let's get down. Yep, there he is. Good old plane that flies by every 8 seconds in this stupid ass game. So I very quickly, and I think it's pretty well documented now, that getting new viewership on Twitch is extremely hard because it seems to be a platform that's geared towards, like, Twitch to me just edged out the middleman. So YouTube's plan was, let's build our entire empire on the backs of slaves. We'll call them creators and give them money, but they're slaves. And then what we'll do is, once we build fan bases off of our slaves, we will then bring in Conan O'Brien in the NFL, because they tried it once earlier around 2015 by promoting channels that were getting big, and that shit didn't work because nobody knew who those people were. Like, scare PewDiePie, fuck out of here. But when Conan O'Brien in the NFL and HBO and all these other people start showing up, but they needed enough viewership for those players to want to be on the platform, so they used all of you to get there. Right? Twitch, to me, when I was observing them, they just said, well, why the fuck are we going to build on slaves? We'll just create a platform that's for the people who already have their shit together. And if you want to get organic reach, you better fucking be Jesus Christ or perform an autopsy or some shit, because fuck you. Either bring an audience with you or kick rocks, which I like because that's way more Darwinian, and it means that the people who are winning there are fucking winning. You know, or they had an audience before. They've won somewhere else. So, knowing that it's increasingly more difficult to get an organic audience, period, but especially on Twitch, I would recommend recording your Twitch shows and making montages and clips and having a separate YouTube channel where people can discover you. And then that discovery on your YouTube channel becomes how you get people to know about the live show. And you can even do live shows on YouTube in tandem with what you do on Twitch to help feed that. But I think if you keep building the way you're building right now, if you're not already doing something like that, you're going to find your growth from 5 to 100 way more stressful than it needs to be. And my fear is that you would quit before you get there. So, not saying that's the truth. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm saying that is the experience of many people, myself included, that I've seen, including people that are famous there, are the people I got the advice from. I didn't just make this up because I suck. I went and listened to people who are famous on that space talking about how they did it, right? So that's something that I would consider, man, if that's a real dream of yours. Hopefully that helps you. Or at least it's been a quote-unquote dream since I was younger that I've held on to. I sort of grew out of it, but I wouldn't mind it at all. It's also a mix of both your views. My inexperience in the political field and my own selfishness to be in the history. Okay, well, see, here's what I love about you, Harley. And it just, because you're one of the first politicians I've ever heard. Because anytime I meet somebody, and I'll give you guys the answer to the test. Anytime I meet somebody that tells me why they run for office, I ask them why. And it's literally me judging them. It's me judging their, not like they're condemning them like I'm the judge of their life, but I am assessing whether or not I want this person in my life based on their answer to the question. And if it starts with, oh, I want to help the people, get the fuck out of here. You could go help people at the goddamn homeless shelter, and you'd help a lot more of them than you will being the fucking president. Why do you really want to do it? And The fact that you just gave me an honest answer, you better fucking run for president, goddammit. Let's get the Harley campaign started. I can get behind a person that can at least look me in the eye and say, you know what? I am doing this shit for selfish. God damn it, I can trust that motherfucker. Because at least when you launch a nuke, you ain't gonna lie about it. Fuck it. Shit. Like, who don't we need anymore anyway? Let's get the nuke started, Harley. Let's get them. I probably just talked myself out of being the Secretary of Defense, but that's okay. I don't want that. I don't want no parts of that job.
Enemy chopper in the AO.
But I love that answer, Harley. God bless you. God bless your soul. There's some good people on this show. Get out of here. I've never heard a person answer that fucking question except my friends who are politicians who I actually respect, who are very few of them. Oh, God. Oh, Harley, you might have made my night off of that shit, dude. God bless you, man. Damn. Where's this other tower I'm supposed to be looking at, damn it? I'm so busy talking to y'all, not paying attention to what I'm supposed to do. Butt cheeks clapping, that's what they gonna do. Why? Because that's what they like. Shit. It's all right. Freestyle flow it up. Everybody showing up. Corey is late, but he's still at the show. Say what? I'm freestyling people coming into, like, that's the type of freestyle you get at my show, is when you walk in late, we freestyle about you. Come on, man, you ain't gonna get that at a concert. It's the best show you ever been to, right here, tonight. Mark it in your calendars. Boom, 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 skip-a-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. I don't know where it is. Somebody show me the way. The way of love. That's a truck, ho. That ain't the way of love. But that's just a truck. 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 All right, Hunter's out of here. Take it easy, Hunter. Always good to see you, my man. Let's see. Jacob's got the exposure on Hover, TikTok, Twitter, and I need to improve my edits, advertisements. Yeah, YouTube is the one you need to be doing the most. TikTok is going to give you hell trying to get people from it to another platform. They are very good at the casino. Like, TikTok is better at YouTube and Facebook than keeping people from leaving the platform. So TikTok's going to be tougher. And it's going to take a lot more. Like, do you know how many people out of the millions who watch my shit on TikTok have no idea that I even have a YouTube? And it's the nature of the platform. That's not on accident. It's like, well, what they want is they took a page out of Facebook's book, which business-wise ain't dumb, which is if you want to tell your audience to come hang with you somewhere else, you're going to fucking give us money for it. And I'm like, all right, that's fair. I'm not even going to... Now, they're never going to tell you that because that sounds shady, but it's exactly the truth. And one thing I respect about Zuck, at least he told that shit. Like, hey, y'all paying for this shit going forward. All right? And I'm going to put some nice spin on it like, hey, this is about engagement. But y'all know I'm bullshitting. Fuck y'all. Give me the money. And he walked off the stage with no apologies. I said, all right, Zuck. Respect. I couldn't even be mad at that shit. Like, damn, Zuck. TikTok will be tough, but not impossible. But like I literally, when I first started doing TikTok, and I was like, oh, this will be great because it's easier to get quick attention here, and then I can let people know about, because TikTok is like, you know, giving somebody a Snickers bar, man. That's not my game. Like, I'm a 9-course meal guy. And so I was like, this will be great because I can let people know about other stuff I have going on. And I literally, in the early stages, had people tell me, oh, I don't fuck with YouTube. Like, oh, shit, that's a thing? There's already a community of people that don't fuck with other social media platforms? I mean, I don't fuck with certain social media platforms, but Not because I like TikTok better than YouTube, but because I just think Twitter is a waste of fucking time. I think Instagram is just, how narcissistic can I be today and get people to watch it? Obviously, there's more good shit that happens. Like, I've had, you can't imagine how many business deals and speaking engagements I've had through Instagram. So it's not all bad, but it's just the bad that I have to incur for the good to happen is just not fucking worth it. Like, I'm good.
Chopper's out of range. We're in the clear.
So, anyway, just things to think about, man. But YouTube will definitely help you, I think, the most because it's the most similar audience, right? Like, I don't know much about, you named another platform that I don't use. Like, Twitter is not going to really drive any traffic because Twitter is a lot like Twitch. Like, look at Twitter's numbers. They are low and they are not growing. It is basically the bathroom stall of the internet, but it's where actual famous people go to shit their thoughts out and then get ego boosts from their rabid fans that just are so bored they're hanging on the fact that fucking Charles Barkley made a sandwich or whatever. Oh, actually, he's not on social media. That's a bad joke. But, like, you know what I mean? Twitter's not really going to drive that for you. YouTube is going to find you new people that don't know anything about you, but they like the cut of your jib. And YouTube is the best platform at it. TikTok is decent at trying to source things that you will like. But maybe I'm biased because I don't watch TikTok. Like, that's not a 9-second to 30-second short videos. There's little you can usually say in something like that that's going to be meaningful to me to want to spend my time. So I don't fuck with it. But, you're going to meet people on YouTube who are legitimately, they're going to be very similar to the same people. They're going to be very much people who are also using Twitch or very much similar to the audience or at the very least used to using platforms like it. More so than they will be coming from TikTok and stuff like that. Now, some of that I might be saying a little bit off, maybe I may be a little off or wrong, but I think the principles are sound for the most part. I love that you can fast travel to stuff that you haven't visited yet as long as you've scoped it out on the map. That's pretty dope. Pretty dang dope, game designers. I gotta give you props on that one. Did everybody talk about their... I wanted everybody to chime in on what your dream is, man. Even you lurkers out there who usually don't make time to talk with us. Stop lurking and chat with us, baby. What's your dream? Jacob's in here getting freaking free consulting. That shit. Companies pay thousands of dollars to get that advice. Y'all might have a dream and someone here may already be doing it, can walk you through some stuff. You never know. Harley says, LOL, I don't think I'd make it far in politics, honestly. I wouldn't give up my own... Yeah, you'd lose. If you're not willing to compromise your shit, you're out of there. That's not true. One of my brothers is a senator in his state. And he is no bullshit. But the people love him because he's like just over the top. Honesty, integrity, fuck all of y'all. I'm voting for what I'm voting for. And if you don't like it, don't fucking vote me in. And the people took a liking to him because there's just no lying in him. So even if they don't necessarily love his politics, although he's a very balanced politician, he's not really extreme on anything, liberal or conservative. He's pretty moderate. So he can get along with both sides of the aisle, you know, and deal with the extremist babies that can't deal with the world not being exactly their way for 5 seconds. He can manage that. But he gets a lot of votes because of that. So you could probably do something like that. But at the presidential level, dude, there's too much money changing hands. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Just let the people have their fun. Oh, no, don't take your silencer off. Wing nut. What are you doing? They're not really making it abundantly clear what I'm supposed to be doing up in this joint. Follow the pillars. They are leading south through the Stephen Falls. Well, that's kind of where I'm at. Not exactly sure where you wanted me to go on top of that. Because that's north. Obviously, the damn thing goes this way, which is what we knew from the jump. But ain't nothing else lighting up on that map of ours. So I guess let's just drive south. See what we find. Alright, I got nothing, man. You hide. I ain't hiding. Okay, that's what you want? Okay. Let's play this game, ho. I'm gonna show them what they got here. Where you at, ho? Lucky you got away as fast as you did, ho.
Damn it. Heads up, aerial drone. Got some backup for you.
Thank you, lady. Good shooting. Oh, hey, we got wolves coming too. We got wolves on the set. We got wolves on the set. How the hell did they get here so fast?
Nomad, you need to check those wounds.
Yeah, trying to. Would help if my team was laying down suppressive fire. You know that thing that's really important in firefights? Oh, for crying out loud. Hey, light up, guys. Come on. Don't make me have to tell you every time.
Kill.
I got the red sight. Dead and dead. Let's boogie.
Ghost lead. Drone shut down.
All good. Don't need the drone. We can ball out. Yeah, and I meant to ask Tristan. Tristan was talking about his dream, and I was like, well, according to what I know about Tristan's dream, he's doing it. So my question to Tristan then becomes, all right, if you're doing the dream, are you satisfied with the degree that you're doing it? You know, are you still feeling driven and fulfilled from what you're doing? And if so, and you're living a good life, keep killing. Light them up, gang. I said light them up, gang. Oh, for Christ's sake. I'm going to have to do it. I got it. God, you guys suck sometimes. It's like in Breakpoint, your team is either incredibly efficient or completely stupid. In Wildlands, they were just good. Can we go back to just good? I'd love that more than just amazing in some fights and then completely useless and not present in other ones. Is that my station?
Copy, boss. Moving. Moving in.
No, damn it. There we go.
Crosshairs on target. Got that hostile.
All right, smoke.
Nailed him.
Good hit.
Whoopsie. This is not that easy to do at night. Oh, and I don't have night vision on my drone yet. Daggers. Hunter's back. Well, wife's asleep. Yeah, I'm about to get out of here and go check on mine too. See, Tristan says, I would say that I've done and still make art here and there, but I'm not doing it as much as I would like to be. So my take on that is quantify how much want to be is. Because my fear is if you haven't already kind of decided that in your head, no matter how much art you get to do, it can potentially never be enough if you're kind of still doing it on the side, you know, and being a dad and all these other things. My fear is if you don't define what does enough look like where will I be satisfied? Like, and I'm asking myself similar questions with game therapy, right? Which is kind of like it's an experimental thing I wanted to try. It's a passion project to kind of be present for people, play some games and have some fun. But I'm thinking through, like, what would I want this to look like? Like, for example, my personality, I like to own my own things so I can do things my way. But I find a lot of times it's more fun, for example, to be on other people's shows than it is to be on mine at times, right? Where you're like someone has you as a guest on their show, because then you don't have to do any of the work. You can just show up and be funny or be, you know, interesting or whatever it is you got to be. You go do your act and you're out of here, right? I don't have to worry about the lighting. I don't have to worry about keeping a rag next to me because I'm sweating my balls off in this hot ass place. Because lights and everything that make a show work, you know. So I don't have any like definitive where I want it to go yet, but those are things that I'm kind of figuring out. Like, what would I want game therapy to look like if it were a thing that I decided one day to like go hard on it? And right now it's just a group of friends having a good time. There's really not much else to it. I don't know that I want it to be more than that. I don't have a need for it to be anything more than that, which is a real fun place to be, because unfortunately a lot of people in the social media and online space is like they've got this dream they want to become influencers. But influencer is just code word for person who lies about how good things are to get people to buy it so they can make their money, you know. And that's not always true. Obviously, there are influencers with great integrity, and we've been influencers on our channels before. But like, I find artists, like I remember seeing one of my artist friends like having to do a commercial. Like I could tell just watching it, it was like, this is not his comfort zone. It's not what he enjoys, but this is paying the bills, right? And so it becomes, for a lot of people, their art becomes this tender dance of feeling like they're making something that's contributing, but then also kind of feeling like they're whoring themselves out at times, you know? So it becomes like, but if we can define what do we want it to be and control it that way, then you feel a lot better fulfillment with the things that you're doing, because you're actually accomplishing things that you're setting out to do versus just having if you have just a arbitrary or ambiguous goal that says, hey, I'd like to be doing more. It's like, yeah, if you never define that, you're never going to feel fulfilled. So my encouragement to you is define what enough is. Like, how much art do you want to be doing? How often? What does that look like? Dude, I am looking this way. Do you have to be difficult? You got to, don't you? You just have to be difficult. Can't just let me play the game, have a good time. You know what? I'm just going to get up and shoot the guy. It's going to be easier than trying to remain tactical. Where's the other one? There you are. Like, just get up and give your position away, because it's easier. It takes less time than trying to get these stupid controls to work when I'm in this prone position. One headshot. Yeah, I'm a beast, ain't I, lady? Leg shot. Another headshot. I don't think I can't figure out where the head is, homie. Another headshot. Who else wants a headshot, bitch? I'm passing them out like Oprah. You get a headshot. You get a headshot. You punk bitch. And if this mountain was higher, I'd have parachuted off of it just to make myself look even cooler. Alright. Yeah, this quest is boned. I don't know what they want me to do. But it really doesn't matter. I just figured we'd try it. We'd take on a quest and see what we could do with it. Answer's nothing. Let's get the hell out of here. He says accuracy through volume. I just can't win. Y'all are never, this dude's just never going to let me win. Can't let me relish in the fact that I had accuracy without being, it was shooting blind. What do you want from me? I fired 8 shots to get 4 headshots. That is not bad, damn it. Or 12 shots. There was a 3-round burst in there. Oh, God, Hunter. I love it. I love it. Kevin Diaz is in the house. What up, G? Yeah, we're having a great day, man. Hopefully you are too. Well, it's tax day, so I don't know if I'd call. I mean, I had a fantastic day despite the fact that I had to do tax stuff. But, I mean, I'm privileged to own things that require me to do taxes, so I'm happy about it. Jacob says, with TikTok, I figure that maybe if I do shorter videos, since it's hard to keep someone's attention that doesn't know me, and release more videos, I might reach a form of success on that. Yeah, well, it's just, again, go back to how you're defining success, right? That's the thing. It's not that you won't get attention. The challenge with trying to grow your Twitch through a TikTok is that TikTok is very, very practiced at making sure nobody leaves. And they lull you to sleep in ways where it's, oh, I don't want to leave. I don't feel like clicking on this. I'm enjoying. Like, TikTok lulls people to sleep with constant dopamine. 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 It's the reason why top 10 videos work so well. It's you're constantly getting a new thing. The brain gets a tiny spike of dopamine every time something new is introduced into the person's attention. So something that's quick and quick and quick, it lulls you to sleep. It puts you in a dopamine addiction loop. That's what TikTok is. And so leaving becomes harder because you're in this, oh, I'm getting my dopamine, I'm relaxed. I don't really feel like clicking on this link to go do a thing. Versus if you were watching YouTube, it was probably an 8 to 10 minute video that required you to pay attention. It didn't lull you to sleep completely, even though the storytelling probably did. But it was on and off your brain at the same time to where you can still be conscious and do things. I'm just saying, psychologically, it's going to be harder to draw on. Not that you won't draw an audience, especially if you're very deliberate and planned out about how you're going to notify your audience. Totally. It'll totally work. It's just know that it's not as easy. Like, if you had 1 million followers, don't think that that means, oh, you're now going to have 1 million over here, too. Because the amount of cheerleading that you're going to have to do to make that happen is probably going to be higher than you think. So, that's all. That's all we's talking about. Is that the tower I'm supposed to be finding? Oh, that's something else altogether. Holy Jesus. Wait, didn't I take out that whole base earlier? No, I think that's a different base.
We got a Sam below.
That's all good. Sam coming, Sam coming. Get low, get low, get low. Get low and hug the wall. Get low and it can't hit you. Yeah, that had to miss. There's no way that's gonna hug a damn mountain to come hit you. If it is, they get to win. The game win. Tristan says, that's a really good point, B. I've never quantified that, and I've typically not been. That's my point. You're unhappy because you haven't quantified it. And so you've created a black hole where you can never be happy. Because it's, I just need to do more. How much more? Because no matter how much more you do, there's always more. So quantify it. Give yourself a number. Like, I will allow myself to be happy if I produce one piece of art per week, or whatever the thing is for you. Looks like I got down just in time. Just in time. Is this the one I've already been to? Oh, snap. I think I already did kill this thing.
Drone in the air. Watch the drone overhead.
Suba says, enough art for me is actually having a consistent schedule of at least a few hours per day. It is difficult for me to formulate a consistent schedule, partly due to my job. I got you. Okay. Okay, I got you. So what are you finding hardest about getting into a consistent schedule? Is your work schedule, like, extremely volatile?
Deploying combat drone.
Oh, wrong. Come on, bruh! We can't be making mistakes like that. Ah! Come on. Too low.
Shit, aerial drones.
Yeah, bitch! Get your ass up out of here. Sorry, I have way too much fun shooting grenades at enemy helicopters.
Got a support unit on the target.
Alright, is there another one, or can you guys handle one drone? Shitty ass team. This is not the team I would take it to. If I give me anybody from any previous team I've played on over this team. Please.
Drone battery is out.
Man, you could have used
Well, yeah, the drone and the UAVs were them trying to pepper in shit from Far Cry 5 that I hated. It's like, it's just like game designers can't ever win, because it's like, in order to sell millions of these things, they have to cater to so many different tastes. And that immediately means, well, I'm going to be disappointed, because they're going to start catering to shit I can't stand. Which is usually people complaining that my life is too easy, so I was really hoping my games would be super hard, because that makes me feel like I'm accomplishing things even though my life sucks. Oh, God. We go back to when I'm just going to go play skee ball. Fuck video games, dude. They're jobs now instead of games. Like, I'm out. Turbo said, I wanted to say that living like I did for 31 years made having confidence to do hard stuff extremely hard. Oh yeah, understood. But today was a victory because I did it no matter the cost. Yeah, and every time you do that, those muscles are getting stronger. Every time. Keep going, Turbo, you're killing. I know I'm not telling you anything you don't know. I'm just trying to encourage you. All in your ass. You saw I shot him all in his butt cheeks. All in your ass. That means that was only aggravated assault. Cool. Let's rock. Oh, y'all shut up my helicopter! You punk bitch ass hoes. Shoot up your own damn helicopter, man. I ain't shoot up your helicopter. I only killed you. But I left your helicopter alone, didn't I? You're just terrible people. That's what's wrong with you. That's why you're dead. Because you're terrible human beings that shoot up people's helicopters when they weren't doing anything to you. And why am I running? That dude had money. Yeah, go get that hoe's money. I want my money, hoe. Shit. I ain't that type of pimp. Just gonna let you out here running these streets on your own. I better have my cash, ho, because I'm coming to get it, bitch. Every damn red cent of my money, ho. Point blank range up in here. I want my money, ho. Give it to me. Ho, where is my cash? Oh, wait, no, that's ammunition. It said you had money. Where is it? Did I already pick it up and didn't see it flash on the screen? Bet not. Let me pick his ass up. Where's my money, ho?
Got a breacher.
Alright, I'm gonna go shoot all your friends. You on my back. This is how I do it. See, this is how Captain Phillips would have went down if it was Captain Chambers. Just shoot one guy, put him on your back. Oh, shoot the next one. You wanna get on the boat, ho? No! Ain't gonna be on my boat, bitches. We killing everybody, and then we're gonna throw you and your guns in the fucking river and make it look like you shot each other. That's how we gonna play this shit. Captain Phillips, my ass. Let's go. Still ain't taking your friend off my back, bitch. And still get every one of you hoes. I'm coming too. Better know I'm coming. Oh, I am not the one. You out here bullshitting. I don't need your friend no more. I got this covered, ho. I'm not pulling out nothing but this pistol either. Just the dudes that shot up your friends in the story, so I have a little bit of a vendetta against these guys. Because in the story, they killed this guy's friends. So, in complete cold blood, no mercy, no explanation, just murdered him assassin style. So it's like, all right, well, we going eye for an eye out this bitch. We'll do that mercy thing when we get back home.
Watch yourself. Combat drone's battery is drained.
The extra firepower would have helped.
He says, that's $2 million for a base model little bird. I know. Exactly. Don't they know how much helicopters cost, man? This ain't no game, guru. This is war. Where's my grenade launchers? I'm going to shoot another helicopter out the air. Keep flying, ho. Oh, no, that's the wrong munition. Oh, that should have hit. I should have had the right trajectory. Get my ballistic skills up. Damn, I was too slow. There's like one really easy way to hit these with grenades. You can get, oh, good shooting team! Look at the body dropping! Yeah! You guys didn't suck for a minute. Excellent. There's a really easy way to grenade helicopters. If you can get them to fly over you, you can just shoot them in the underbelly. And then it's game. It's so easy to do if you can get them to fly over you. But I was too slow in acquiring the target. And the sight that I'm using is not the best for the grenade launcher. I'm probably going to have to switch it at some point. Or, that is the problem. Had the wrong sight turned on. So it makes it a little harder to see. And look how beautiful it is out here, though. I will say, though, this game is a nice dose of exposure therapy for me. I will definitely say that. There's one good thing these games do for an old soldier. The exposure therapy is very nice. Alright, let's take some comments and then get you wonderful people up out of here so you can get some sleep. Isn't it late up in this joint? Hey, has everybody here heard about my book club? I want to talk about the book club, man. Book club's important. And I will say, first of all, thank you to everybody who's participating on Discord. Remember that everything I do in life is an experiment. So I have done this 52 book challenge. This will be my third time doing it. And I like this way the best. I like the participation. I love the insight a lot of you are dropping, or really all of you that are dropping insight. I have liked everything you've said. I've really enjoyed the perspectives. And then I am evaluating, okay, we are now, I think, technically 6 weeks in, right? And I'm evaluating like, oh man, I'm really enjoying the level of engagement. And I'm encouraged to see at 21 or at 26 weeks who's still in the fight. Because like basically one of the things I'm monitoring is, and this is for the challenge, not just being in my book club, there is no challenge or any work you have to do. The 52 book challenge is something separate. So the book list will be there. But I'm evaluating the 52 book challenge to see if I'm going to do it again next year. And then evaluate like everything that I've done with like launching a Discord. If you guys didn't know, like I used to have that on my old websites and I stopped doing it because I kind of got the writing on the wall that the internet was going in a direction that I didn't want to go. And then I was like, all right, let's give it one more shot. Let's try to build with some good people, see what happens. So like all of this for me is a fun kind of passion project just to see what happens, to see if it's something I want to sustain and keep going. Like if the community we build, if I feel like it's adding value to humans and making things better in the world, and it's getting some constant attention from those types of people, we'll probably keep it going. And same thing with the book challenge. I want to see what level of endurance people have to see, because I'm evaluating too, is a 52 book challenge, for example, too hard for most people? And so far, you guys have shocked me. No, you guys are killing it. Because you know, I did quite a bit of research on book clubs and things like that, like how book clubs run. And I'm like, well, I'm never going to run a book club because I'm an asocial extrovert. So like the chit chatty shit that you need to run an effect, like the fun side, like we're mission focused here, guys. Like if you came and joined this book club because you were looking for fun, just quit now. Like there are enough things on this planet that are just focused on your fun. Go do those. We are focused on humans that actually want to kick ass at shit, and that is our fun. All right. So I'm looking to see like, do people really have the endurance to get through a book a week? Because that's not easy. And so far, you guys have not disappointed. It's been fantastic. But we'll see. If people have the endurance to go the whole way, we'll do it. I've thought about maybe it needs to be like a 12-book challenge instead of a 52. But I wanted to go hard in the paint. I wanted to see what kind of intestinal fortitude people really have. And people are talking about all these goddamn dreams. It's like, okay, show up and read a book a week. Because if you can't do that, I can guarantee you, you don't have a dream that you're going to stick to. So, you know, that type of stuff. But if you haven't had the chance to get on my book list, I want to make sure everybody knows about it, because one of the things you could get out of it, even if you don't do the challenge, is you can get recommendations for it. You don't have to be in the book club where you come and discuss every week, but you can still get the book recommendations and know what I'm reading, or at least know. I think almost every book in the challenge this year is a book I've read at least once. There are a couple books that I still have to read that are later in the challenge that you guys are going to love. We'll be reading those together. Or I'll probably read them before we get to that part of the challenge, so I've got a working knowledge of what's up. But, yeah, anyway, I just say all that to say we've been having a great time. And that's not to say you won't have fun doing it. You will. It's just I don't come from the world where, like, I was talking to Ryan about this earlier today, man, where it's like I'm from a different type of lifestyle than the average person I encounter on social media is. Like, this everybody's looking to have fun all the goddamn time. I don't get that, human. Like, why is your life so fucking boring? Like, go do cool shit, you know? And it never come. Well, I ain't got no money. You know how much cool shit my family was able to do when I was broke? Get the fuck out of here. You could figure out shit to do with no money. Go outside with your kids and play football. It's an amazing experience. But anyway, like, it's not that it won't be fun. It's just like fun is not the goddamn priority of it. Fun is a byproduct of doing good work and doing something that's enriching your life. But social media to me is always inverted. It's like, let's make sure everybody's having fun first, and then we'll worry about, fuck everybody. Like, if you need that much fun to be motivated, I'm not talking to you. Go be unmotivated and lazy and enjoy that life. Yo, y'all let this dude just run up on our position like that? and stand next to me? You hoe-ass hoes? I'm still shooting grenades. You have got to be kidding me with this shitty-ass team. They let 2 wolves walk up point-blank range and take a shot at me. Who the fuck programmed that part of the AI to not react to the enemy running up on you? And I get it. What they want you to do is pull up this stupid-ass wheel that fucking Ghost Recon has had forever. Get rid of this shit, except for fucking contingency, Ubisoft. Special forces teams are smart enough to know how to fight without having to be told everything they goddamn do. Jesus. I've been saying that since 2006 with you idiots. Fucking get it together. Oh, God. Enough. Now I can't turn this off. Because I'm yelling at the developers for not knowing how fighting works. Anyway, I hate this goddamn wheel that fucking Ghost Recon is married to. Don't make my teammates please, anybody that develops a video game that has military shit in it and you give me a team, please, I have fought with some of these teams, please make them not stupid. Please. I get that AI is only so smart, but write the algorithm to say, if enemy is within 25 meters and pointing rifle muzzle at main character, let team engage. Is that line of code that hard to write? Hey, boss, someone's getting ready to shoot you. Yeah, I don't need to be told that. Just shoot them. Nobody on my team needed to be given an order to fucking do that. Now, I also get it, because if you didn't have the means to control that in the game, your team would go batshit crazy shooting at everything, even in environments where you don't want them to. Which, good, use the wheel to let me tell them not to shoot. That's an appropriate time, because before the battle, I'm going to give a thing called the ROE, or the Rules of Engagement. So by the time we get to the fight, I'm not giving commands. Everybody knows what to do. We know the ROE before we get into the fight. For Christ's sake. There's your free military advice for how to build a shooter that's not retarded. And I'm sure I'm wrong for 9 different reasons that a nerd will point out. He's a stupid person. That's not how it works. It's fine. It just makes your game less fun. So if it can't be fixed, fuck it. I'll live with it. Suba says, speaking of the book club, Ryan needs a flogging for not having the War of Art and do the work open for book reports yet.
I got eyes on an enemy.
I got you. I noted. I'll be sure to ensue. I think I was on the phone with him for 2 hours today. We've got our... Oh, wow, we got a newcomer. Luca. Yes! Luca, I hope that's your real name. Jesus Christ. Welcome, Luca. In today's world, I don't know if that's a man or a woman. Welcome, Luca, to my whatever gender role you observe. I don't even know how to use the language right. I can't keep up with the goalpost moving morality of our country. Jolly says, B, where are the rest of the Shenmue videos in the shared folder? Are you going to play 3D Game Heroes again or no? There is only one. I will have to look. I thought I put all the Shenmue stuff in there. It looks like I have not, so I have to go looking. The answer is either on YouTube or on a hard drive somewhere, so I'll find it and get that to you. 3D Game Heroes? Don't know. Don't know. We did it as kind of like a Saturday morning cartoons thing. Eventually I'll get back to it. Whether or not it makes it into the regular stream rotation, I don't know. So definitely no need to prioritize that if that's why you're asking me. So thank you. Let's see. Suba says, I set my Goodreads goal for 84 books. I basically have my own book a week on top of yours. I'm trailing behind on that front, LOL, but that's my fault. I got you. Tristan says, I'm having a blast doing the 52 book challenge. Good. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I mean, it's not that I don't want things to be fun. I just don't really get along with the human who's looking for fun first. I get along with humans that look for purpose, and then they find fun in their purpose. Like, people who are constantly looking for fun, they're usually just selfish-ass people. It's like, I'm bored. It's because you're selfish, and you have no imagination, which means you probably lived a very charmed life where you didn't have to be creative to think your way out of problems. Get away from me. Like, oh God. So no, that's great, man. I'm very glad you guys are enjoying it, because I do want it to be fun. I just also want it to do its job, which is to help y'all kick ass hard. Jacob says, what we have to do in life to make it to where we... Oh. Yeah, good points, Jacob. I was butchering your sentence, so I just stopped reading. Rokazuba says, the single wheel in Wildlands is fine, having to go through a wheel to get to another wheel. So they did fix that, Suba, at least. So now, if you look at the bottom center of the screen, now I can just use the D-pad, right? So now I don't have to pull up this other wheel. I can just do it here, 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 here. I can do it that way, right? So like if I want them to go hot, what are you doing? Stop it. I could just do that. So they did make it faster. I don't like the notion of, you gave me a team, you told me they're the highest trained people ever in life, and literally an enemy strike team walked through our perimeter and shot me, the fucking commander. The last person that they... like... I just don't have any patience for that type of idiocy. And it's because the game is programmed, if I did not go to this wheel and tell them it's okay to fire, which is accurate, you do have to give your combatants rules of engagement. But what I'm saying is, create situational rules of engagement. Like, dude, if a guy's walking up a hill and he's getting ready to shoot me, I probably don't care about the fact that you're about to give away our fucking position, because if you don't give away our position, I'll be dead. Like, that trade-off just doesn't seem to be written into the code, which to me screams lazy, or there wasn't a way to make it work where it didn't make the game worse, is what I think probably happened. Was they wanted it the way, and I'm, joking and calling people names, but I think what's really up is some smart person probably was like, yeah, we wanted it your way, but if we don't make it the way it is, the game fucking breaks, and it's just too hard to manage. I imagine that's what's up, but it's still maddening when I can't put my controller down and not, if a helicopter comes along and gets us, okay, you couldn't have done shit about that. I mean, you guys can still shoot the helicopter if you like. Or make me do it.
Backing you up.
How did that miss? Like that one shit did. And I'm out, so... Alright, we'll just go to bullets then. One's down. Shoot the pilot. That's what I'm trying to hit. Or just shoot the base of the damn helicopter. It'll explode. There you go. I don't need grenades, guys. See you later. Enjoy the fall. Alright, be cool now. Like, if that happens, I can't be mad about that. But literally a wolf walked up the street, and like when I looked at the screen, his weapon was coming through the screen to my face. Like, I didn't even see him coming. Like, come on, man. We gotta be better than that. But whatever, I imagine the wheel is what has to be, because AI they can't write code smart enough to do what I'm talking about without making the game 6 billion gigabytes or whatever. So, alright, we'll live with the wheel. I'm sure there's a reason for it. There's a lot of smart people working on this game. And it's obvious they have military advisors too. Some of the stuff in this game, I'm like, oh, damn. Alright. Nicely done. Ooh, yeah. Tristan says, my inner nerd wants to say it's more than one line of code. Well, yeah. Yeah, probably. But damn, get on it. That's what we pay you billions of dollars for, Ubisoft. I have 11 through 5. I think I need 1 through 4. Okay, cool. Still can't figure out how you have 11 videos but did like 30 streams. I didn't do 30 streams of Shenmue. That's the crazy part. I didn't. It was literally only 11 streams. It's just they're so spread out over months, it feels like there were millions of them. I said the same thing. I was like, dude, did we only do 11 damn streams of this? And it was like, yeah, there was only 11. It's just we played Shenmue for such a long time. It felt like, oh, there's clearly going to be 30 episodes of this. But it's not, because it's actually what I complain about in a lot of other games Shenmue does right. It's very succinct. Shenmue, as long as you know what to do, it's a very to the point game. What makes it take long is usually lost. But, you know, if you listen to the clues and pay attention, you're usually not terribly lost for long. He's like, make it where the Gimp suit be. That's a good idea, Suba. I should do that. Harley says, my plan is to activate Operation Rolling Thunder in this game. But once again, it lets me down. God, Rolling Thunder is such a great game. I want to actually play. I'm looking to get a copy of Rolling Thunder to play on the show. Because it's one of the games I want to show people, like, this is what I did as a kid. Like, notice there's no like, there is dialogue, don't get me wrong. Like, I want to play Ninja Gaiden, but I'm scared to. Because I don't think I can beat it anymore. And I don't want to get to the... Like, you guys have heard me cuss and scream when I get competitive. When I start losing profusely, like, it doesn't get okay. Like, if you saw the stream that blew up my second YouTube channel, it was a Dying Light video, or one of the videos that blew up my channel. If you guys saw that, and you saw the happy-go-lucky Brian singing songs, what you didn't see was off camera me being up till 6 a.m. that morning trying to beat that fucking game because I was on a deadline. Like, I needed to get my review out. I couldn't beat this one level because it was a fucking jump puzzle parkour bullshit, and it was driving me nuts that was the end of the game. Like, I was just... My Miko came downstairs. I think... Which one of my children was alive at that point? Born? Like, the baby came downstairs. Miko's like, Bryant, the sun's out. What in the fuck are you doing? I was like, finishing the review that I'm supposed to have out by the deadline because this shitty game won't let me finish it. Like, and I was cussing, fuck everybody, and fuck the world, and fuck the fucking universe. Ah! It was just, yeah, Ninja Gaiden. It'd be like, this is the cutscenes I grew up with. They're over after 9 seconds. You know, but anyway, I definitely want to bring in that old school flavor to the games. And we're pretty much done gaming tonight, so I don't need to... I mean, unless you guys want to just look at the scenery instead of my face. I guess that could go either way for your pleasure. Suba says, you think anyone goes into combat in this game with a plan? Yeah, probably not. Well, and remember, Jolly, too, what you may be remembering is that we did Shenmue streams another time that weren't tied to this most recent one. We had done a Shenmue stream, I think, within the year of the time I did this newest one. So that might be what you were thinking about. Ethan says, it's been a great book list so far. Purpose before fun, like from the book Ego is the Enemy. Purpose trumps passion, always. Always, because your passion runs out. And if you don't have an underlying why that's driving your passion, it's same thing with a marriage. Like, the honeymoon butterflies, what most people are told is that goes away. Well, what you're also not told is, because you're probably being told that by people who didn't stay in a happy marriage long enough, they also come back. They're cyclical, right? And they're situational. And you can create them. You know, so when you don't have a why holding something together, like, why was America founded? We've started to lose sight of that. And that's why there's so much fighting, because our purpose was to make sure that people could live free. Because remember, not that long ago, that was hard for everybody. Still hard for a lot of people in the world. And to spread that to as many places as we could, because our freedom was dependent upon a world understanding and at least accepting our principles, if not adopting them. Right? Accepting that we could coexist. You know, now that we've got the freedom thing figured out and everybody started trying to build prosperity in this really obtuse way that they were in some ways lied to about, now they're beefing, because it's like they've had their dose of freedom, now what? well, now let's start arguing about everything, because even with freedom, people are still not happy. And that's what the agent was talking about in The Matrix when he was like, we gave you all a utopia and you fucked it up. That's what's happening to America. Is the better it gets, the more bitchy the humans become. It's unfortunately the entropy of the human condition, that the human does not follow what the book of Proverbs said very loudly. In all you're getting, get understanding, and my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Yet, we don't find species across the planet continuing to self-educate year on year. Because for whatever reason, when things get good, the human forgets that they're going to probably need to be prepared for them to... They're going to probably have to be tough later in life for something else. We get complacent. So yeah, purpose always over passion. Passion is so fleeting. But if you have a reason why you're getting up every day, beyond just loving it, because there's going to be days where you love it but you don't like it, and that's when you know you're really driven, is when you get up every day. Like, I have not liked social media since social media. I enjoyed the internet, web 1.0. I enjoyed my time there and building a website and getting, the day I had 100,000 people come to my website off of something I built, that was just right. That was fun, because that was also a much more personal environment where you got to know the people who were on your sites and stuff a little bit better. Social media is quite a bit more anonymous. Not that those things weren't anonymous, but you were connected to people. Like, if you were on my site, you couldn't just anonymously be... Like, if you wanted to be engaged, you kind of had to be you, or you had to be really good at acting. Social media, you can make a whole account of doing dumb shit and then just delete it and start over. So the ambiguous kind of impersonal nature of social media, I think, exacerbates the human tendency to not want to be authentic. I hate inauthenticity in people. And that's all social media is. But I keep showing up because people keep telling me, hey, we're getting something good out of this. Like, all right, as long as that's true. I don't really like this place that much, but I like y'all. So why not? But if I didn't if I didn't have y'all, I wouldn't say another fucking word on a stream or anything. We're good. So always have a purpose that goes beyond just the love you have for something, because inevitably you will not love the things you love as much as you love them today, all the time. Suba says, nah, man, this is the C team. Remember, B? All the A team guys died. Yes, and the C team would still be better than this shitty fucking horseshit show that these clowns put on. Like, literally, kids fresh out of basic training would not make that fucking rookie mistake. That's how bad that is. Like, a kid fresh on the battlefield for his first day would not have made that egregious fucking mistake. That's how bad what I'm talking about is. Like, oh my god, you don't even need to be an operator to do this shit. Like, if you graduated basic training to be a freaking... I don't even care what your job in the military is. You know better than that. But you're right. It is the C team. I'm not disagreeing with you. It's just they still got to be better than that. Otherwise, don't get me a team. I'll be out here alone, which is... The game was meant to be alone anyway. That's why the AI probably sucks. Worse than, what's it called? Worse than Wildlands. He says, once you don't need the wheel, Skynet will be self-aware. Hey, Lisa, what's up? Got you, Kev. All right. Jolly says, don't know why you ask. We watch you change hats, glasses, and all the other shit without playing the game for like 45 minutes. We don't care. If you just sat there and scratched your beard, we'd be watching. Yes, you all would be. But the other 200 and some odd people who aren't commenting, they will not. But no, Jolly, I really do appreciate your comment, dude. You really have no idea, because this is the second time you've left me a comment like that, like specifically like that, You have, and I told Miko after the first one because you did it to me during Alien Isolation. I literally remember the game we were playing. That's how emotionally tuned in I was to the thing you said, and how much of a blessing it was to me. I even told Miko, like, dude, Jolly said one of the nicest things about me that's ever happened on the show. I said, this game therapy shit I'm doing, it wasn't even game therapy back then. I think we were still doing Collector versus Wild or whatever. And I was like, we might have a thing. I said, Jolly, I wish you could have read his comment. It was such, he's like, B, you could look at the wall. I was like, damn, that's high praise, man. And you guys got to know I don't take that kind of thing lightly, because I know how flimsy this shit is, guys. I know tomorrow somebody prettier, smarter, and more talented than me will be occupying this chair. So the fact that anybody listens to me for any length of time is a and all of you who are artists need to know that. That's what your gurus selling courses are not going to tell you. Actually, the good courses will tell you that. I need to stop saying that, because I've never been in a lot of these bad courses that I've heard people tell me about. I've usually been in great courses. So, but there's also good courses out there with artists and whatnot. So, but just know, yeah, showbiz don't need you. So you better be damn good, and you better be consistent. I love you guys. We are stronger than I. Will I be back tomorrow? And let me make sure, actually, before I just roll out on you guys, I'm not missing any last-minute comments. But Jolly, all of that to say thank you, brother. You bless and honor me more than I deserve, and I appreciate it. And I will pay it forward. I won't take it for granted. Tomorrow, I got more tax stuff to do tomorrow, but it's going to be way easier than today, so I should have the time to hang with you all tomorrow. Should. I've got some other meetings and things floating around. I don't think my, let's see, investor meeting, no. Meeting school board, nope, that won't interfere. Oh no, the school thing happened tonight, so that's not happening anyway. So we're good. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud. I tend to do that. I'm just trying to figure out whether I can guarantee. I can't guarantee that I'll be back here with you guys tomorrow. But let's say I plan to, and we'll plan to come back. We'll go ahead and set the plan, because that'll make it more likely to happen. Oh, well, I was going to have a plan, but now I don't see the thing I wanted to plan with. We'll come back with our good old friend, Arcania. It's been, I think, 2 weeks since we fired him up. Let's go ahead and do it again. And now my VECTREX should be completely... So what y'all don't know is this Final Fantasy, here, behind the scenes, this Final Fantasy on my set is actually blocking the light from putting a glare on my VECTREX. He says they would have bigger pecs and show more cleavage if they replaced you, bro. I almost wore, I have another one of these shirts that's skin colored. I almost wore that tonight, but I came up in here with that shit on, and it was, I couldn't, like, this actually feels cooler than the other shirt. So you almost got pecs and titties out of me tonight, but, oh well. Oh, I couldn't take the heat. It's too hot in here, man. It's not going to happen. It's like you have to heat, in the wintertime, you have to heat and cool a room at the same time. And there's so much, like, there's 2 fans right now underneath this monstrosity that looks like a, I don't know what this looks like to you guys other than a place where I hold my books that I'm reading for my desk space over here that you can't see. Yeah, like there's 2 fans under here that are keeping my laptop, or the whole setup, it's not just a laptop, from burning a hole in the floor. What else is down here? It's pandemonium. Hunter says, if you don't bitch about it, is it really passion? Probably not. That's a really good question. If your dream doesn't ever piss you off, it's probably not a dream. If it doesn't cause you any pain, it's probably, well, I guess there could be dreams that are just constant happiness if you have the right temperament and personality. Like, I think there are people who probably enjoy fame. I knew as I started to taste it that I was like, nah, let's not pull the fame lever. Chambers doesn't need that shit in his life. Like, no. But yeah, like if you've never pursued anything that didn't disappoint you or break your heart, I don't know if that's a dream. But anyway, I love you guys much. Planning to come back tomorrow. We'll play some Arcania. We're getting closer and closer to finishing this one up. It'll probably be the next game we actually finish. I know we finished Shan Yuan. We finished God of War. This and Chernobylite will probably be... It depends on how much I play Chernobylite. Because Chernobylite probably I could finish faster than this because I play this like a completionist. But I think we're getting closer and closer to beating both of those games. So we'll come back with that. And then, you know, we'll be up on the weekend again. So I'm going to probably follow suit with last week where I didn't stream Friday or Saturday. Unless I have something like burning me up, like I want to talk about it, I probably will keep to the Sunday streams. And then figure out if I do, like, because as we get into a rhythm with the show, as we get into the rhythm of the show, one of the things, after running the experiment, I'll decide whether or not I want to keep doing the show. As of right now, I do still want to keep doing it, so that's cool. But then we'll evaluate what do I want the rhythm of the show to be. You know, the hangouts that we do, how often. It'll be at least once a week, and then we'll see where we go from there. Because a lot of that will come down to my available time, but also just my endurance level. You might be surprised just how much energy. And Jolly can tell you from being an actor how much energy it takes to be on and to be present with people and to perform. It is not a walk in the park. Either way, that said, I love you guys much. We're stronger than I. We should see you mañana. And if we don't, we'll see you when we see you. Peace.